Hello, beautiful beings. I'm here with you today because I want to do a card reading that sets the intention for healing. So I'm going to use this to guide a healing experience. The healing experience that will be guided today is centered around quantum healing, timeline jumps, healing past selves, healing past lives. We are going to draw the cards and see what comes through, and it is my greatest intention that everybody who needs to receive this finds this video, and everyone who needs to receive it just receives it. All right, so I'm going to start with the Dragon Oracle cards. I'm going to draw a dragon to help guide us on this healing journey today. And all right, great. So we have Archangel Gabriel's dragon. We love Gabriel. Gabriel's really great for healing. Brings purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. Oh, I love carrying diamonds. Bring it on. Single and would love to get married. Thanks, Archangel Gabriel. I feel a lot of creativity with Archangel Gabriel or Gabriel. I don't know how you want to say it. Either way, it works. This angel is working with us today. So we are bringing in this purification energy. Next, I'm going to bring in the Lemurian energies. I really, as a Pleiadian starseed myself, indigo starseed. Anyway, not to brag or anything. I love working with the Lemurian energies because I feel like it's just really spot on and it's direct, and there's just such a sense of love. I've talked about before that I am a person who's on a path of inner union. I think to some degree we all are, and outer union as well. I am on the sacred union path, and Lemuria is a part of where that original split happened. So part of my soul's work is really bringing it down and bringing it back together. I mean, we are meant to be love, and we are meant to be just holding it down within ourselves. So I do think that what's cool about the Lemurian split more so than ever is those of us who are healing, it's because we're creating that pillar within. I think the energies used to be very pure, where it was like just feminine and just masculine, and now we're integrating both. We've got more of our own inner yin and yang happening, and then we are connecting with outer beloveds, right? And what's so beautiful about that is in that process, we're like double yin and yanging, so we're even more powerful than we've ever been. Okay, I wasn't expecting to talk about that. So Lemuria is guiding us with the healing energy of what today as we go forward with this quantum healing for timelines. Okay. No cards are popping out. Oh, there we go. Ha. Okay, so the two cards that pop up are this. Beautiful. So this one is healing. Lemurians were healers, naturally intuitive, and accustomed to navigating energetic-based realities. What was I just saying? We all have the natural healing abilities that are advanced when we deepen our energetic awareness. We perceive the world beyond more well-known senses. We start to receive information and wisdom different from that which stems from intellect. By tapping into life force consciousness and using this abounding energy alongside focused attention, we realize that anything is possible. Extend the margins of your awareness, revisit a situation from a broader perspective or higher vibration, and focus on healing. Perhaps the issue is simply an outdated limited perception placement. You have the ability to align with fresh new timelines inspired by wholeness. Really good. This is exactly what we're up to, right? Working on new timelines. And I'm really feeling this push to, we should always be reaching for our highest timeline. We should always be working to be our best selves. And sometimes our best selves is, curled up in a corner in the fetal position sobbing. Sometimes that's the best that we are, and that's perfectly acceptable. Sometimes our best selves is extending and standing forth boldly and bravely into the world, however that looks for you. So the healing that we're doing is going to be rooted in these Lemurian energies of really bringing this full spectrum healing to every timeline of our life. And of course, the work that we do also impacts our bloodlines, our ancestors, our soul groups, extended soul groups, and beyond. So all of that is being placed with the help of Archangel Gabriel. next card we got was beautiful dragonfly, which is such a strong medicine for me. I really love like the elusive nature of the dragonfly and the capacity to dream. That's what dragonflies bring up for me. On this card, it says freedom. Freedom means living as you choose, with your wings and heart open, able to direct your reality as we want. The quest for freedom seems innate, and you may picture freedom in its more genuine guises. But when we truly feel free, our lifestyles may not change drastically. Limitation can be a state of mind. The only change might be choosing to live a certain way rather than feeling obligated. A shift of perspective can help bring lightness and choice. In the bigger picture, what does freedom look like to you? If you are being stifled, it is up to you to make a change. So I feel like this is, this energy is kind of where we're going, you know, so we're doing this healing energy to shift our timelines, to reach for higher, wiser places, to connect greater with ourselves. And the more we do that, the freer we feel. So the more we step into our power and the more we're able to access. And I love what that card was saying, because I was just thinking earlier today about ways like the mundane can feel like a trap. I know for myself, I really want to be a wife and a mother. And then when I visualize that reality for myself, like, oh God, you know, would I not be able to travel? Like, would the adventure part of myself die? And, you know, so these parts of myself start to freak out. But as I become more aware of those thought patterns, I can also go, but what if it looked different? What if, as a mother, you have your baby strapped on your back and that's how you do your next tour? Like, that's what intuitively feels right. You know, what if you have a partner who is able to release themselves to be in that sense of freedom? All of that, those are really beautiful thoughts and things to reach for, because that would be more on my highest timeline of integrating more parts of myself than maybe just pigeonholing myself into what I think that it would have to look like. Okay, so the work we're going to start with is working with our inner child as it relates to this timeline healing, both this lifetime and that. So I'm feeling that this inner child card is going to really guide us somewhere strong. Okay. Awesome. So using this inner child card, I think I'm going to do a few of these videos because I can already feel that this is a really potent way to do this work with the visuals. So here we have the 10 of Wands. And what I'm really getting from this card and in the story lineage of this deck, this is like, you know, the entrance of the secret garden. It's not peering in. It is this enjoyment, this fulfillment. You know, the wand that she is holding is the one that embraces all the chakras. This is the whole, this is the healed child, right? This is the one who's frolicking, feels safe. And I love that the gate is open. It's not closed. There's no entrapment. You can go out and explore the wider world. You can also choose to stay safe in here. So I feel like what this card is offering and how this applies to our healing today is how to cultivate that sense of safety within. So I'd like everybody, and we're going to go through these quick. If you need to pause the video or anything, please do, if you want to spend more time in the visualization. But I'd like you to go to a moment in your past and where you felt safe. We're going to start there. Where you felt safe. Maybe it was a moment from your childhood, maybe even your adulthood. Just find a moment where you feel safe. And keep that moment in your mind's eye as and as you ground in that feeling of safety. How did you feel in your body in that moment? What was around you? Were there any tactile comforts that you could feel? Were there did you have a food or a beverage or something that helped make you feel safe? I know for me, holding my mug always brings a sense of safety and comfort. Really good. Now connect with your breath in this moment. Really great. All right, now that we have that feeling of safety kind of implanted in our body, I want you to go to a moment, perhaps in your childhood, or it could be even from a past life, where you didn't feel safe. Perhaps you were actually in physical danger. Perhaps emotionally you were being mistreated or yelled at. Perhaps there were people around you who were being mistreated and yelled at, and you didn't feel safe within that space. Perhaps something just didn't feel right. Maybe there was actual things in place, like maybe you're in a natural disaster, or your grounded environment shifted. Anyway, find that moment for you. Usually these moments are easier to access than the ones where we felt safe. I love that I just like spit out a bunch, but all right, so now in that moment of unsafety, I want you to bring that part of yourself, which is also you now, who is holding this sense of safety. And I want you to hold yourself in this time of unsafety. And I want you to acknowledge the feelings that the part of you that is feeling unsafe was having. And maybe you need to offer a hug, a holding, a touch, an acknowledgement, an affirmation. Maybe you just need to listen to what this part of you has to say. Basically, we're parenting that part of ourselves from that time, because we are stronger now. And if you're feeling more grounded and more safe and secure, and you've calmed this part of yourself that is calming down, I would, and only if you feel this way, I would like you to also bring in your healed inner child. This is the freest, the happiest, the most creative, loving, abundant part of yourself and your being. And maybe this is how you actually were as a child. Maybe it is just the part of the inner child that you get to activate as you continue along your healing journey. But I want you to bring the child into this. So that we are merging the bridge between your higher self, a physical part of you that felt safe at one point in time, a moment that you weren't safe, and then your most jovial inner child. We're using all of those components. And as these components come together, I just want to bring in an abundant amount of source light. I'm bringing in a bunch of light, white light I'm seeing is kind of surrounding this situation, is aligning this situation. And then I'm seeing a purple light come through. This purple light is moving in and through the bodies in this image as it's surrounded with this bright white light, which is our Archangel Gabriel. Really good, really good. Now keep holding this image. It's like a white bubble filled with radiant purple. All right. And now we're going to move on a little bit and do another level of healing here. And I encourage you, if you're feeling anything stuck in your body or anything in this time, just to do a little wiggle, a little stretch, maybe a little self-hug. If you need to do some tapping in any spots you're holding tension, check in with your body right now. What are you feeling in your body? All right. Is there anywhere that this energy is feeling stuck? I, for myself, am doing a little tapping in the shoulders and in the heart space, because we want to release anything that's getting trapped in our body, especially. If you need to if you need to get out of your chair and jump, that's totally fine too. Really good stuff. Okay. So now we're going to move into the inner journey with the Forest of Enchantment using metaphor to connect a little deeper. So this might be a little more shadow energies that are coming up. We're not sure. We'll let these cards guide us to this next level of healing. Ooh, 7 of Boons. Okay, so Where I'm feeling guided with this Seven of Moons card, which is a card that shows a lot of different doorways. So I think as we do these timeline healings, another important part of this is connecting with the different choices that could have been made in that moment. Now, as a higher, wiser version of yourself, looking back on this past moment where you were unsafe, what could have been done different? And we're not doing this to shame or bring doubt or, create regrets. No regrets, my friends, only egrets. We love those magical white birds. But we're using this to kind of open up the healing that's available through knowing that there's alternate options. To go back to this other card, knowing that the gate is open and we could go other places with this. Now, sometimes just even doing a visualization around making a different choice in a moment can empower that past self in a way that then goes through the timelines and helps us level up in this moment there. So just consider some different options as to what you could have done different, where you would have felt more empowered. And you can use your higher self. You can use the safest version of yourself. You can use your inner child to help this part of you heal. And this might even be something that you want to come back to and journal around. If this is a really heightened experience, if this is an intensely traumatic one, if it's something that's a little not as intense, maybe you don't need to journal, you can just visualize. But I want to invite you to feel and move through the multiple layers that are possible through seeing what these other doorways lead to. What I'm seeing also is opening up these doorways are also shattering limiting beliefs that were created during this time about the self from these particular situations. So we're opening up the mind in a sense. We're opening up to the higher mind, to the higher possibility. And again, I'm seeing this purification, this white light kind of move through those different channels. We're clearing the mental grid really deliberately through doing this action. Everybody's doing really great work here. I'm really feeling your full expansive selves venture out. Yeah, keep with it. Let this light continue to move through these different pathways, these alternate options, make themselves present and known. All right, good stuff. I'm feeling called to draw another force of enchantment here. So there's another layer that's coming forth from the inner reality. All right. So this is the Justice card, the Huntsman. What I'm getting here is that there's some greater balance being restored within the mind, within the body. I'm also feeling like there's a component here of hunting down or chasing down the thoughts within the brain. The stuck energy within the body is becoming a hunter of that and alchemizing it with gentleness, right? So it's taking any negative thought forms, any negative beliefs, any stored trauma in the physical thing. And I do encourage movement, dance to shift some of this stuff, and bringing in more light, more true essence with who you are, not only now, but who you are meant to be. So again, connecting with our highest selves as justice moves through, as we capture those limiting beliefs, those negative thought forms, those shadows thoughts, and we alchemize them. It's not that those parts of us are bad. It's that those parts of us can't run the show. I think a lot about the ascended masters, that when they're painted, they're never painted with a shadow, and their shadow is an aura of light, right? And that's because they've alchemized the shadow. They've brought light into the shadow and alchemized it. They've worked deeper within that essence. I should speak deeper on that, but I'm gonna save that for another time. All right, I feel good there. So lastly, we're going to connect with the seers of light. And this is going to help guide us for the physical part of this healing, right? So we've done a lot of inner work. We've checked in with the emotional. We've checked in with the spiritual. We've checked in with the mental. Now we've got to be with the physical. All right. And these cards are more going to kind of guide us as to how this is going to impact us, this healing. And as I shuffle, this energy just continues to be integrated and upgraded, is what I almost said. All right, we got 3 cards that popped off. Oh, really beautiful. Okay, so by continuing to do this work, and you can come back and listen to this guided process as often as you would like, but by continuing to do this work, we are regenerating ourselves. We're bringing this amethyst crystal, this purple light. That was the energy that we brought in, and we're able to radiate it and share it with the world. So not only does it fill us and continue to heal us, but it also is something that we're then able to extend and help others with. The more we heal ourselves, the more we heal others. Just as the more we hurt ourselves, the more we hurt others, right? Hurt people. Healed people also heal people. And the cliche things that can really help us. So with this full energy, I really, for myself, because I am a professional performer and a professional comedian and clown, I really do believe the Fool to be the most integrated. The Fool is able to be an acrobat of the light. It's able to go into the shadow and dance in the light, and it's able to alchemize and bridge the two and fall anywhere on the spectrum that they choose to be on any given moment. So I feel like this Fool card is an invitation for you to be your happiest child self as an adult. It is an integration of all of the medicine. I love about this card too is just that there is such a sense of freedom. It reminds me of the little fairy on this card. It feels like this is the woman version who has left the gate and gone to explore the world, to not only after she's done her inner healing, she's now sharing it. So that feels really good. That is the physical growth of there. So, that, I think often that is an invitation. People are like, oh, I got to start making videos and doing all this stuff. You don't have to put that pressure on yourself. Just when you show up as you, who's done this healing work, that radiates out. Your very essence is enough. And if you are always working to be your best self in any given moment, and to share what you can in any given moment, that is this energy. All right. Next that comes up is the Ten of Swords. And what I'm actually seeing with this card, it feels like a continuation almost, right? If I can even pair them up here, and it's like she went from the cliffside and being like, woo, Oh, I heard this great thing from Will Smith the other day. He was talking about being at cliff top, right? And it's the opposite of rock bottom. Being at cliff top is where you just, you're able to see all of the options and the possibility and move forward. Now, I feel like this next energy of this Ten of Swords is the integrated energy of walking forward, of continuing to go out into the world, of holding vision, of seeing future, surrounded by the mystical guides. Ten of Swords traditionally is a card of breakthroughs, of finally getting through energies that have been stuck for a long time, specifically mental energies, but I feel like that's applying here because of the healing we've done also to the deeper emotional work that's at hand. Excuse me. Got a little choked up there. We're doing good stuff. All right. Lastly, what shows up here is the Ace of Wands, and these all three popped out at the same time, and I really feel like these there's an activation happening, not only through this healing, but through the continued presence of doing this work. As you activate and feel more inspired, and open yourself to these higher energies coming down, you become able to receive this spectrum of healing. And I like that a lot of these colors here are there's all the colors here, but they're the colors kind of contained within this image, right? So yes, allow these energies to continue to move through you. Thank you for sitting with this guided healing practice. I'm going to close off with the Shamanic Oracle, because I feel like she always really grounds it down and in. So lastly, our final medicine of this healing for today is teaching. Okay, so teaching. So I feel like this applies, as we gain wisdom and we're able to be more directed and connect to ourselves. We are able to, I just had another thought, lost it for a second. But as we're able to connect more with ourselves, we're able to connect more with each other. Now, what I was talking about, the Lemurian energies, right, and the masculine and feminine of that were such pure pillars before, and then they split, like they were pure pillars as one, and then they split to become one as individuals, and now they're integrating those two energies and remerging, right? So how this keeps coming up for me, and some other healers have also been using this as a metaphor lately, is that we are coming back into being a tree. We're coming back into having our stable roots and soaring in the top simultaneously, integrated with these energies of the divine masculine and feminine, of source, and of this new earth we're integrating. So I hope you found this to be beneficial. If you'd like to do more of this work, subscribe to this channel. I'll always be posting videos. And if you'd like to work one-on-one, my information is also below. I don't have anything too formally set up, because I'm just flowing and seeing what comes through. I know that I'd really like to connect, and I feel really deeply called to do this work, not only for myself, but with others. We are in a time of collaboration. So I wish you many blessings on your journey, and many blessings with the continued integration and healing from this call today. And I guess it's a video, not a call, but you felt the call and you found me, and I'm grateful. So onward and upward, everyone. Many blessings. So long.